Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today we're doing something very similar to what we've done in the past, but it's taking a look at 10 different cars that need to come to Forza Horizon 4. Now, the video I did before on this, the 10 cars, we actually got the majority of them put into the game, which is absolutely incredible because they were top tier cars, and this list that I'm sharing with you guys today is another top tier 10 lists. So what we're going to do, I'm going to quickly briefly go over the list that I had last time and also say the cars that came to the game, and then we'll go over the brand new list and why I want the cars. But we'll try and condense it as much as possible. We'll try and keep this video to like 10-12 minutes, but here we go. The last list, the last top 10 list, was the Lamborghini Urus, which we got with Fortune Island. That was an incredible add to the game. We got the 6x6 Mercedes, which is awesome. I haven't really used it much. I only use the Velociraptor, which was either or for me. I said we need a 6x6 in the game, and they ended up putting both of them in, which is awesome to hear. We just got the Velociraptor recently. The next one is a Rolls-Royce Cullinan, and this is the Rolls-Royce SUV, and I had little hopes. Like, I didn't really want this car in the game, but I projected that it would be put in the game because they started putting all of those SUVs in the game, like the Bentley, the Maserati. I think there's maybe one or two more luxury SUVs that they ended up putting in, so I figured that they would end up putting this in, but they haven't yet, so that's probably going to come. This is not on the new list of what I want to come to the game because honestly I could care less about that. I don't use the SUVs in the game already, other than the Urus. The Urus is the one that I still use. It's a lot of fun. The Aston Martin Vantage, the brand new one, the new generation, that has been added to the game. The Shelby Gt500. So this is now carried over to the brand new list because we do not have it yet, and we need that car. This car is absolutely insane. I actually got it in the Crew 2, and I drove from one part of the map to the other part of the map. It was like a 45-minute drive, and it was a lot of fun. Put some music on. It was a blast, and that was just a video game. In real life, that would just be such a fun time in that car. It's an insane car. Lots of fun. So hopefully that comes. That's number 1 on our brand new list, which I'll go over again once we're done this list. And we have a couple carryovers because they didn't add every single car. There's like maybe four cars that are carryovers. The next one is the McLaren 600 LT and the McLaren 675 LT. I had those as a bundle deal, a package deal that I wanted added to the game. We got the 600 LT, but we never got the 675 LT. So the 675 LT is now getting carried over to the new list, and it also comes with a package deal of the 765 LT, which is actually way more important now than the 675 is. So hopefully they put in the 765, but also a package deal because we still want to compare that 675 LT to like the 650S and the 600 LT. But both of those cars are on the new list, and again, I'll go over that. I'll add that to the second car in the new list when I review that as well. Next up was the Mercedes One or Project One. I'm not sure exactly what it's called, but it's like the Mercedes hypercar, like a race car, and that was honestly one car I thought they would put in the game by now, but they haven't. I don't think I've really seen it in any racing games, but that one is carried over to the new list as well. It would be awesome to see that, as it's going to be like a very, very limited production and very limited amount of people able to actually get it in real life. It'd be cool to have that exclusivity in the game. So moving on, Lamborghini Performante and the Lamborghini Aventador SVJ. Now these were a package deal as well, and again they split them. We got the Performante, but we never got the SVJ. I really wanted the SVJ, as I think it's a really hard choice between these two. Which one would you take, the Performante or the SVJ? Honestly, I cannot choose. I love the Performante, but I've only ever seen one SVJ in real life, and the SVJ just looks like it's on another level for being luxury and sporty, and it's very, very cool. But nonetheless, I would have to actually sit in both of them and drive them in order to make that decision. But I am leaning towards, because I like the smaller car, and I think the Huracan Performante is a smaller car. So I am leaning towards the Performante. But we definitely need the SVJ in this game, 100%. This needs to happen. And I'm sure they will, because we have multiple variations of the Aventador, and that's just another one to finalize the Aventador line. So that will probably come, and fingers crossed for that. And then the final one we had on the list was the Bugatti Divo. And yes, we did get the Divo in Forza Horizon 4, thankfully. This car is an awesome car. I think the Crew 2 got it first, and then they introduced it into Forza Horizon 4, so I was excited to see that. And I definitely got it day one. I made a video on it, and it's been a lot of fun. I actually made a video just the other day versus the Bugatti Divo versus the Yesco, and that was a blast. The Divo is just, it's a beast, man. Like, it's a Bugatti. It's something that you definitely want to get, and if you haven't got it yet, I don't know if it's still an exclusive car. You can't find it on the auction house, but it will be available in next week's festival playlist. So make sure to go over and get it for free. Might as well. So that is the list of the 10 cars from before that I wanted to come to the game. And there's a couple little extra ones in there as a package deal. This is the brand new list that needs to come to the game this year in 2021. Hopefully sooner than later would be great, but we're going to start off with a brand. So actually we're going to start off with all the ones that carried over, I said. So the Shelby Gt500, so that's coming, or needs to come. The second one that carried over was the McLaren 675 LT, and we did an addition with the 765 LT, which is the upgraded version of the 720S, and it's like the more aggressive racing version. So we definitely need that one back in this game. Next one is the Mercedes One, or Project One, whatever one it's called. And the final one that's carried over, so 4 in total that were carried over, is the Lamborghini SVJ, the Aventador SVJ. Okay, moving on to the 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, and 9th, and 10th, and maybe one extra one, I'm not too sure. But it's the Tesla lineup. So if I was to pick one vehicle, I would probably want the Cybertruck. And I was thinking about that. I'm like, okay, the Cybertruck has to be on the list. But honestly, the Cybertruck is really cool, and it's a hit or miss. Some people love it, some people hate it. I personally loved it when it came out. It looked really cool just because it was unique, but I'm not sure if I would ever get it personally. But to get it in the game and then get to experience it and customize it and put a color on it, maybe that might be fun. But also, it might be cool for a day and then drop off and you never use it again. So that's why I want to bring the whole Tesla lineup, because I know so many people want to use the Teslas in this game, like the Model X, the Model S, just all the different models that they have. They're so fast, so fun. And also that Roadster that they said that they were going to produce in 2020, and they never got to it. It's 2021 and we still don't know anything about it. So that would be awesome to come as well. Moving on to number 6 is the McLaren P1 GTR. Now this was a featured car, or a additional car in my last list. They still haven't brought it to the game, but they've brought it to other Forza games. So I really hope that they do end up bringing it to this game. I don't know why they haven't, whether there's licensing deals that they haven't agreed upon or whatever for Forza Horizon. But we have things like the FXXK, we have the Divo, like we have all these different race cars, like the Senna. Like I'm not too sure why they have not brought this car, but they need to. I guess they don't have the Senna GTR either. So maybe there's something there that's stopping them from bringing those two over, but they'll probably be there for motorsport for sure. But that's one to look out for. Moving on to number 7, I think number 7, is the C8 Corvette. Now this car is brand new to 2020. They fully remodeled the car, which is awesome. Made it mid-engine. They did a really good job, because this is like you look at it and it looks like a supercar. Like it looks almost like it's competing with McLarens and Lamborghinis, and it's literally like a third of the price, a quarter of the price, and it's really fast, really good stats, looks beautiful. Interior is incredible. It'd be nice to get a hands-on experience in this game with that car, which is why I want to bring it. Moving on to the next one is the MK5 Supra. Now, the thing with the Supra is if they were to bring it to the game, what I would want is not just the Supra, I would want a full customization option for the Supra as well. So wide body kits, spoilers, pretty much you name it, you can change it. Very similar to, I don't know if you guys have played the Crew 2, but very similar to that game. I want pretty much all the customizations from that game into Forza Horizon, or even just for that car, just to kind of give us like a little sneak peek of what's going to come for future Forza games. Because up until now, it's been very generic. Like, yes, we have a couple wide bodies for some of the cars in the game, but it would be nice if you can like fully deck out any single car, make a P1 like a wide body if you wanted, like fully deck out all the cars in the game. And that's actually a really good car to introduce that sort of customization to. So hopefully that comes. The next one that we have on the list, actually we're moving on to the final two, and I was debating which one I wanted to do last, but I kind of figured it out and I have a little surprise at the end. But number 9 is the Koenigsegg Gemera. Now, I don't know if you guys are familiar with this one, but this is a 4-seater Koenigsegg, and it's a 2-door vehicle. So pretty much on either side of the car, they have 1 door each, and the whole side is pretty much the door. So the entire door opens, the people in the back can get in and out, people in the front can get in and out, and it's a beautiful car, beautiful interior. Just the fact that we already have so many Koenigsegg's that have come to the game, I'm pretty sure they'll bring this one too, and I'm very, very excited for it. Whether it's a long-term car, like we'll use it for a long time, I'm not too sure, because we have things like the Jesko and the other Koenigsegg's, the Regera, the Agera RS, that sort of thing. But it would still be pretty fun just to experience. So moving on to the final car, and we'll kind of go through this quickly, is the Lamborghini Scion. This car has been getting a lot of love on the internet recently, and that is because everyone's starting to take delivery of their real car in real life. So this one you're going to see popping up all over the internet. I'm sure Lamborghini is going to want to get this into the games as quickly as possible, just to show off kind of what the future of Lamborghini is going to be moving towards, what it's going to be looking like. I'm sure this will be a great car in the game as well. Very fast, very fun to use. I actually have a little model here of the Sian. As you can see, it's just such a futuristic car, and it's very, very nice. All the specs that people are coming out with too, with gradient paints, and it's just unbelievable. And of course, they still have the upwards doors, the classic Lamborghini doors. So hopefully that car comes to the game. That would be awesome. That's probably the number 1 pick for me, is I hope that one does come to the game. We have tons of Lamborghinis in the game already. So just to add that would be a really, really great surprise. So anyway, that's my list of top 10 cars that need to come to Forza Horizon 4 in 2021. Hopefully early this year, so we get the Forza Horizon 5 by the end of the year, and then all these cars can be transferred over. But either way, we were pretty accurate with the last list, so I think we'll be pretty accurate with this list as well. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching. I do appreciate it. Make sure to drop a like on the video if you do enjoy. Let me know what cars you want to see in Forza Horizon 4 this year. Let me know down in the comments. And then also make sure you're subscribed, because lots of Forza content coming your way. And again, thanks for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Bye guys.